What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, joined by the full cast and crew. We're meeting here almost on break here. Getting here really close to Christmas for us. By the time you guys see this, it'll be later. But let's go ahead and do some brief introductions because there's quite a bit of game we can get through today. Let's start off with Doobie 209.
Hello, everybody. It's Alan, and I play Tristan Varel, the High Elf Time Wizard, who is on a magical mystery tour, but apparently now is a roadie for Moog. Moog and his band.
Indeed. Let's slide on down into who's next? Oh, there he is. Matt.
Hello, everyone. I am Matt Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing the role of Rogar, son of Amma, this evening. He's a 7'5" or 7'4", 7 foot something dragonborn, right?
Maybe.
That's right? Yeah.
We've lost it.
Yes. But yeah, he's a big guy, But now he's got a little intelligence. He's got a magic ring, magic face piercing. That
yes.
That has made him a wiser, smarter man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's searching for his father. So yeah,
searching for his father, and to a man who's definitely searching for his father. But let's go with Dan Decker.
Hey, how's it going, Anthony?
That's going good, man. It's going good.
Dan Decker playing Mobraja, as you can see here, with a 10-foot reach.
Yes.
He's a crossbow expert, bugbear, about 8 feet tall, 400 pounds, from the trees. With his tribe, he is, a deadly expert with his crossbow. Shoots multiple baby's arms per round at foes.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Got them all in. Got them all in.
I'm glad.
That's right. I'm so happy to be here. And now you guys can see the true visage of Moog Braja.
Moog, exactly. In all his glory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's not go the full Mogi, okay? Nobody wants the full Mogi.
Well, let's slide on over to Andrea then.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm playing Zune, a drow bard, about 5 foot tall, a little bit of not as ostentatious as Moog. I thought the feathers and everything that I was the flamboyant one, but clearly I was mistaken, and I am here for this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we can always fix that. And then last but not least, Kayla.
Hey, everyone. I play the role of Velree. I am a former elf turned DMP, and I am constantly on the run from my strange husband. But when he will pop up again, who knows? We'll see what happens.
Lore drop. Gosh.
Lore drop.
Oh, it happened in the intro. That's fine. Everyone knows now. Well, let's keep on going then. So, last we left off, the crew had found themselves beneath the old town, the old ruins of Conwich, up on the hill next to a infamous lighthouse that was repeatedly looked at through a eldritch spyglass gifted to you by a child that Moog Braja put a bolt through his head. The sequence of events they're amazing like that. But you ventured into this area to reclaim a necessary component that you were told could be used to remove the curse the curse mark that was placed on several of the denizens of Conwich and your very own Tristan Varel, amongst some of the more important figures. To claim it, you had to traverse almost like an aqueduct system, somewhat, where you stumbled across a murder most foul. Several bodies, as well as implications of foul play between some of the members of the Mar clans, as well as a very, very old mystery was unraveled involving a former priest of Boel and a statue of a eldritch being that had the necessary rocks growing out of it. One that was so cold to the touch, no one but Rogar could actually get a hold of it. However, once you claimed the rock, let's just say the subject of the statue was revealed as it pulled itself out of these various pools of water that had concealed it thus far. And you quickly murdered the subject. You destroyed him in about 2 rounds. It was pretty brutal. I remember at some point Zune went on top of its head, threw like bottle lightning down its throat. It got out of hand real fast. You guys killed like these oozy monsters that came up out of the stew. Then you ran for your lives because about 4 or 5 more showed up after you murdered everyone very quickly. You did retrieve a very large amount of the rock, the crystal ingredient, which might come in handy soon. As with the waking of these creatures, the tunnel itself appeared to be somewhat unstable, and you fled, leaving behind the mosaic that Rogar, I think only Rogar, had seen before, because I think the rest of you are new people. Yes. Yeah, because that was Dayu and Zoltkar. So yeah. All right. So Rogar being the only one that saw the previous mosaic before. Who knows that might be important. You made it out. You returned to Conwich, and you essentially settled down for the night after having a brief chat with Brian about what to expect tomorrow. He offered you something. He was drunk off his ass. Who knows what's going on with that? He wants to get out. He wants to go to some cave somewhere. Wants you guys on his crew. But we'll cover that momentarily. As not only was this a night of respite after a few days' journey, it was also a very special night, the Salted Revelry. A foreboding holiday, one might say, within the dynasty, where it is said that the Dredger of the Deep combs. No, it's not Saltness, damn it. Where it's said the Dredger of the Deep combs the actual the world itself, all of the nearby regions that have any kind of water connected to them, the oceans, the streams, the lakes, all of it, and he searches for souls to bring onto his ship, casting a wide net and scooping them up. As he passed over Conwich, all of you had made offerings, setting them outside of your doors, and Moog being the only one that, well, for various reasons, got to see just a little bit more than everyone else, possibly because he has a strange connection to this individual at this point, and got to see the actual ship and the ethereal nets drag Conwich proper and pull only the offerings as they were given instead of someone's perhaps loved ones. But needless to say, in addition to this, one other important note that I glazed over was that you had previously, before you went underneath the temple, you had secured Jade, the former courtesan of the Red Lotus that had come with you. And she had a marking on her throat for a very, very long time, much longer than any of you know of or knew to ask of. And it apparently did something to her, made her go a little crazy, perhaps. You had locked her up, and upon returning to town, you found that you were going to attempt to remove her mark, only to find her dead in her cell, completely locked. No signs of breaking and entering. There were guards outside the room the whole time. and you discovered a haiku beneath a corpse that had a very single, very deliberate stab, puncture straight to the chest. And yeah, so we are going to pick up during the night, actually. You've not gotten a full rest yet. As all of you are snoozing, I believe Zune was snoozing with Khan still, or snoozing, we'll say. Velree was hanging upside down by herself. And Moog, Tristan, Rogar were in a room just, broing it up together, I guess. Yeah. So, in the middle of the night, Moog, you have very strange dreams most of this night. In fact, let me get Moog, why don't you give me a perception test?
One perception test inbound. Ooh, very bad.
A 3. Not good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
So-
just picking his butt.
Well, you are asleep, so makes complete sense.
Probably
You
still picking his butt.
are very much, there's a possibility, indeed, as you are deep in slumber. You have some strange dreams, Moog, this night. Specifically, you dream of floating in an endless ocean, no land around you. And no matter how far you swim, there is always the mast of a ship on the horizon coming for you. It's very like you're being pursued. You feel almost cornered most of the time. You feel like you're trying to escape, but you can't. And then you look back over your shoulder and you see that there is almost like a meat hook in your back. It's almost as if something is tethered to you, keeping you from getting away. And the more you struggle, the faster you begin to drown. And you sink. And you go below the waves. And you see nothing but blackness, infinite blackness. And during this time, Moog, your eyes begin to burn, specifically the one that has been clouded over since your resurrection, one might call it. And let me get Tristan and Rogar to give me perception tests now. This is great, guys. I love it. 9 and 11. Okay. All right. So, as all this is happening, Moog, you're having a nightmare, essentially, Moog. And you're rolling around, you're not sure what's real, what isn't. Maybe their offering wasn't accepted. Maybe you just dreamed it was accepted. Maybe you're actually being spirited away to some forlorn hell, for all you know, when you are nudged awake. And there's a hand over your mouth, Moog. And someone, shh. You kind of like sit up for a second. You recognize the woman. This is Shiran, the hobgoblin that accompanied you during your liberation of Conwich, and she was also on the Sea Hag when you guys destroyed everyone there. And she motions for you to follow her.
I'll, as quietly as possible, without trying to disturb my roommates here, get up and follow her.
Okay. Why don't you give me stealth check, Mo?
Yeah, let's
See if you can beat a 9 and an 11.
Yeah, well, chances are high.
Okay.
With a
15.
Yeah.
Oh, you creep up. You begin to follow her out into the hall. She's very quiet. You don't. If she wouldn't have let you see her, you probably wouldn't have seen her come in the room to begin with.
Right.
And she motions for you outside. You go into the hallway. She quietly closes the door behind you. Sorry for all the theatrics, but Brian's downstairs. He's finally sobered up. I had to... Well, let's just say I had to liberate him of some of his misgivings. So, I was told you were going to possibly accompany us this morning. The timetable has moved up significantly. And I also discovered that he very foolishly didn't give you the full details. So,
What's changed?
Well, how about you come downstairs and talk to him yourself?
Oh, I see. All right, then. I guess I gather my things and head downstairs.
Okay. You head downstairs, Mo. As you get down into the bar, when I say early, it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It's early. And it is winter. It's cold outside. As far as you can tell, there's a little bit of chill in the air. And there doesn't appear to be any patrons down here. There are some candles still lit from the night before that we will probably didn't snuff out. And you do hear the sonorous sounds of a large ogre snoring from somewhere down here, wherever the bedchamber for Bucket is. As you're able to find Brian with his kind of greenish kind of slimy-ish skin and his strange, what would be called a witch's turn about his head. He looks like he's holding it. He's holding his head just, at a table. Oh, good. Oh. Well, I apologize for my behavior last night. I need to talk to you.
By all means.
All right. I know the rest of them are kind of on the fence, but you specifically, I know. Well, let's just say you're more of an open book, Moog. Don't take that the wrong way. It's easy to understand what you're doing here, at least. And
Motivations are pretty simple.
I know you're looking for somebody.
Yeah. Zidrin.
Well, what if I told you that I had some information on Zidrin? I could connect you with the right people. I take it you know he headed towards Zenmith.
Indeed, yes.
Well, I need your help. I'm willing to exchange a favor for a favor.
All right, what do you need of me?
Well, same thing I asked last night. I need you guys to come with me now. Something's happened. And there's been a few killings in the night, and the harbor's getting locked down. Morag's up in arms. He doesn't want me to go anyway. Says it's a foolish endeavor. Doesn't want to risk anyone, so I'm not going to give him a choice. I'm taking the hag tonight. I'm sailing for that cove.
Oh,
And
well,
I could use...
timetable has stepped up a bit, indeed.
Now, your friends did say that they wanted to perhaps talk to Morag, and you're more than welcome to, but I won't be here if you do. So, I'm packing up. If you
Much
want to
time
come...
you got?
What was that?
How much time you got?
I can spare maybe 30 minutes or so. I've got a skeleton crew on the hag already.
All right. Yeah, I'll see if I can get everybody rustled up then.
Well, your choice. I'm leaving 30 minutes. If I see Morag or anyone else besides you guys, I'm gone.
All right.
All right.
So I'll go roust about Trist and Rogar.
Okay. You go upstairs, Moog.
Mm-hmm.
Open the door. Do you kick the door open? What do you do?
Just go in, normal, not in I'm in a rush, but not a hurry. Just to let them know, hey, I spoke to Boris. Here's the deal. He's taking the hag. We have 30 minutes if we want to go do this now. But he's leaving. the cove. So I roused Trist and Rogar with this information.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to leave in 30 minutes.
He said he was leaving as soon as he could. He said he would give me 30 minutes. And if it wasn't us, then, or, if we weren't there in 30 minutes and anyone else tried to show up, he was out.
Well, let us go summon the other two. Make
Phaser
sure.
was going to be disappointed.
Perhaps.
All right. So, Trist, I guess you better go rouse up Velree.
Why me?
She's kind of partial to you, friend.
Yeah, she's
least likely to kill you, probably.
As long as Rogar stands behind me.
Rogar will accompany Trist as they attempt to wake Velree.
Soft knock on the door.
Soft knock on the door. Velree easily hears it. Her heightened senses.
Arise, beast.
She doesn't really need sleep either, right? I mean,
she does. She technically does.
I don't. Well, elves and damn fears, don't they just trance?
Well, she's not a elves normally do. She doesn't get to anymore.
Got it.
Yeah.
Don't get that benefit. Gotcha.
No, that's one of the few things you lose. Not many though.
Boo.
Velree, can we enter? Might be decent.
Velree sleeps fully clothed. It's fine.
Fully
Come
closed.
in.
Very uncomfortable.
Slightly, open the door ajar and peek my head in. We're gonna go wake up Zoom.
Okay.
Something has happened.
I'm gonna be like, I don't feel like I've gotten a complete rest in.
You guys have gotten a full rest in.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah. That's what I was worried about.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to string you along for a second.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
funny.
It was nerve-wracking.
Like,
It was fast.
Get to
you
rest.
bastard!
Walking up to Zoom's door, do we hear anything?
I'm assuming this early in the morning. I'm assuming Zoom's done, but I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know.
Okay, it's like
I'd be snuggled all over him. I mean, if it's cold outside and it's warm here.
it's cold. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And hobgoblins have hair, right?
Yeah, like little like fur, like real short,
Ooh.
like Chihuahua fur.
Toasty. So he's like a nice little water bottle. I like this. Okay. So yeah. All right.
Are the offerings gone that we laid out?
Okay. As you look for the offerings, they are in fact gone. All that is left is the briny water. All of the food that was left inside is gone.
And this is like a local occurrence, right? Like this doesn't happen like...
It happens as far as for Rogar, this is like a brand new experience. Moog, you actually live nearby a river. Or your town is. The rest of you, Trist, you've probably enough occultic studies to know that this tends to happen near large bodies of water, specifically on this day. Or on this night, I should say. And as far as the rest of you know, it'd be impossible for you to know how far it extends. You at least know it's a thing that happens within the dynasty.
But yeah, we're knocking on Zoom's door, I guess, quietly.
I'm not getting that.
I'm not getting that. Khan's like, oh, somebody at the door?
Come on, baby. Can you get that, please?
Sure, give me a second. Stands up, fully naked,
And
of course.
I'm gonna roll into the warm spot that he just vacated and bundle up there.
Yeah, fully
Yeah.
naked, of course. Kind of walks over, opens the door. Oh,
He's Tristan Rogar.
he's completely naked.
Just
You know,
Rogar,
just dick
Moog,
swinging.
Velree.
Yeah, you guys are all standing there. He's like, Zoo was just helping me with my with some healing,
Like just kind of looks down, looks back up, and nods approvingly over at Zoom.
Is it cold in your room?
He grabs a little like a blanket nearby and kind of wraps it up real fast. Well, I'm gonna get dressed, I guess, or are we going somewhere? Or?
Are you coming with us? We just need Zune. Are you coming with us?
I mean, it depends. Are you going back to the garrison?
No.
Okay. Well, I think I should probably stay then, unless you
Probably should. Yeah, you probably should. It's boring.
All right. It looks back towards Zune. Do you need some help? Getting your armor on and.
I could use some help.
Yeah.
And this isn't a group affair. If you guys could just walk out for a minute.
We'll give you 5.
All right, thanks.
We have 25 minutes.
Give me 5. All right, I'm just gonna stomp up to the door and slam it shut. And I will do the quickest thing. Hey, I learned how to play those bagpipes for a reason, buddy.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my.
So we're gonna have our fun, and then we're gonna get dressed real fast, and I could probably be down there in about 10.
Okay. So as he's about to talk to you, he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
drop. Yeah, we're just gonna be quick.
It's just done. It's done.
It's not far to go.
It's done quick.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes
He's
are
panting.
falling,
He's panting on the ground,
boy.
like on all fours, just kind of laying there. Oh, as you put your coat on.
It's a good position
get
for
out the
you.
door. Close it behind you.
No, get in that position before I get back. Slam. Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna just be pissed. I'm sorry. I was warm. I was comfortable. I was enjoying myself.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
You can blame Moog for this.
Moog, why are we up at 4 a.m.? Moog, why are we
Damn it,
up
Moog.
at 4 a.m.?
We got to go.
Why?
Boris,
Where?
Boris is launching the hag. He's taking.
Brian.
Why would
Brian,
Boris
damn it,
be
Moog.
watching that?
Hey, sorry. Brian is launching the hag.
Who gives a shit what Brian is doing?
He's going to the cove. We gotta go with him.
Why the hell do we have to go with him? What cove? I wasn't there last night.
No, I don't think you were actually.
I was
No,
not. That's
you
what I mean.
weren't.
I was not.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know why I've got to go because he has information that I need. But
Are
that's
you
not why the group has to
divulging
go.
that? Are you divulging that to us?
Well, that's a bigger reason, right? It's not just me.
Pretty much just you, I think, right?
Is it just me? Oh.
He hasn't offered anything else really.
Yeah.
Then it's all on me. He has it's information regarding my cousin. It's kind of personal. I'm sorry.
Personal at 4 a.m. You want me to get up, leave my sex cave, and go to a cove
Bring
before the crack of dawn
the
in the
sex
cold.
cave with you. Bring him along.
I don't think that's a good idea in case we end up needing to do something in the cave that doesn't involve sex. You know? Like given Triss' disposition and my disposition.
Well, I mean, you can have sex in the cave.
Yeah, but
What's
not-
happening?
I could. But when it comes to if we need to defend ourselves for some asinine reason, because why else are we going to a cave?
Well, Rogoff
unless
offered to
you
kill
wanna
the
use my
man
knife.
a couple weeks
No,
ago. Rogoff
no,
was ready
no.
to kill him.
It hasn't been a couple weeks. It's been like 2 days. Right? Has it been just 2 days?
Perhaps you should
About 2
come
days,
with
yeah.
us.
No, I don't want to risk him. I don't think he could keep up. He
Many
can't keep
accidents
up.
do happen at sea.
If he can't keep up with me in the bedroom, then I don't think he can keep up with us in a cave. So I think he needs to stay here. Plus, I mean, if it's been 2 days, doesn't that mean we have like 1 or 2 more days before the rest of his friends show up?
We don't even know if they would come to Conowitch necessarily. But yeah, it would be probably 2 or 3 days.
God. Okay. Moog. This is just because I mildly respect you, and it is not because I like you in any way, but I will assist you. But just know that you owe me for this.
I probably owe you for a lot. honestly.
You probably do.
I'm glad you're
I'll
not
live with
keeping
that.
close score.
I am, but don't worry.
All right.
Oh, I don't
Right.
know what it is, but this morning your fur seems larger.
Succulent.
Did you get mange in the
Now, I
night?
will
It's the
say,
sea. It's the sea air. The sea air is
Does he smell like
lift it
the
up a
sea?
bit.
I will say, and if you're paying attention to Moog's appearance, Moog has some interesting developments to
Uh-oh.
his visage. No, well, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever with the hair. More specifically, his blank eye, underneath his eye, and just like small little like cracks. It almost looks like just little tendrils of barnacles coming out of his eye socket. Small ones.
Moog, are you gonna get that looked at by attendant Nazir? Why are you growing things on your face?
Oh, I haven't.
It's like a scab.
Don't
He like
pick at
he
it.
picks at it, just kind of falls off. It's
Ew.
like,
Can we?
We can
Maybe you should get some of that anti-curse stuff for whatever the hell is going on with your eye.
look at that before when we get back. We'll tend to it.
Okay, so
Nothing to
what are
worry
we
about
doing
right
now?
now. It's fine. It's fine.
So what's the deal with the cave? What are we doing?
So we.
Oh, we got
all-
going. He's Brian's going to the cove, and we're gonna go
Why?
with him. Well,
But
he
why?
has information. If he has information to help me find my cousin, if we go help him do this.
What are we helping him do?
Apparently, there's some sea
That's-
creatures there he
yeah.
wants to kill.
He didn't really.
Why?
Yeah.
Vengeance.
Kill him?
Not.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, why does he want to kill them?
Vengeance. I believe they wronged him in some way.
How did they wrong him? How do sea creatures wrong you? I'm sorry, I'm imagining that we're walking toward the dock as we're having
Walking
this
towards the dock
discussion.
this whole time.
Yeah.
Mind you, he was very drunk at the time he was explaining this to us.
Straight was.
I believe it was something to do with his
Family.
situation, with his skin color and crown.
It wasn't something to do with his family dying or something. They took his family.
He mentioned something about his family. Yes.
And it gave him a skin condition.
Sure.
But he's like, yeah, he looks very different than most. Like
Why
he'd be
doesn't-
like, I'm not saying I'm not speaking out of turn, right? But he's like very unique in
Yes.
Mhm.
His appearance.
You've come across one other person. You have Rogar, and Moog.
Mhm.
But other than that, this is like a super. It's not a normal race you would see.
he's a hobgoblin, right?
He doesn't look like a hobgoblin.
Not anymore. Okay.
Well, you don't know if he was at one point or not. You're not sure. He looks.
So he's-
he looks more closer to a. He looks closer to an elf, more beefy, more of a human, really. But humans don't
Mhm.
exist, at least as far as you know.
Yeah.
So he more like that, but with like a green, almost like sallow kind of skin tone, and he has this strange bone-like crown that is just around his head, wraps around. It grows out of his forehead and then wraps around his head.
Has anyone suggested that he drink that anti-curse mess that we just went through so much trouble to get? Does he know about the anti-curse mess? Would that get us out of going to this cave?
He seems pretty intent from what I gather, but I mean, we can always talk to him.
Okay.
He's apparently on the Sea Hag.
Okay.
He's already got the ship ready to go, waiting on us.
I have fond memories of the Sea Hag. This will be nice.
Yes.
All right.
As you guys approach, first off, you notice as you're walking outside that there are a fair number of guards for this early in the morning. They are gathered around a few of the what would you call that? A few kind of like the stalls, kind of in the main area here, and a few lanterns shed, so there's light coming off them. You see them from a pretty good, decent amount of way. There are a few fishermen and sailors beginning to prepare themselves to go out to get ready for their job in the morning. and they're kind of looking towards these a few clusters of guards here and there, quizzically. Not a normal occurrence, especially this early.
Why do you think
And-
there's so many guards out?
Got you.
Just
I don't believe
Good.
Rogar has explained to anyone about
I thought he did.
Dayu.
I thought I did
You
explain.
mentioned him, and you were
Th-
talking to Bors, and Bors knows who he is. I think
thought I-
Moog does, but no one else ever
Mhm.
met the man. Well, no, Velree did. Velree met him. Yeah.
I thought I did, but maybe. I
Did
thought
you,
I explained that he was.
did you explain him in detail?
Well, not super great detail, but I explained that he was a companion that I thought was dead.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, you did do that. All right.
Because Triss read the haiku,
Yes.
so I don't know. But
okay.
Rogar would say Dayu.
You think he's
If
killed
it is
someone
Dayu.
else?
Apparently, he's killed several people in the town.
What's his goal? Shouldn't we stay and stop him?
I do not know what his goal is. I don't know if we could stop him if we tried. He is very hard to track. He was able to enter into a building that was guarded 24/7, kill someone. No trace left behind besides a single death stroke.
And out of character, he's just been killing people with the curse marks on them, correct?
Well, you don't necessarily know that, but
Okay.
possibly.
Okay, so we don't know what his motive is or what he's after. We know he killed Jade and a bunch of random sailors, and we're leaving the town folk to go chase a cave. I'm just uncomfortable with this. I mean, I'll go, but I mean, is this a good idea?
Are any
I
side
don't know.
quests a good idea?
No.
God damn it!
Side quests are a great idea.
Quests.
They're just quests.
You could always stay here, Zune, if you wanted.
Party,
Good.
please
Tempting.
do it. Make me run 2 quests at the same time. Make me do it.
Hey, let's
I'm
do
not
it.
splitting
No,
the
I'm
party,
kidding.
but I gotta figure out what's up with my cousin.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Just because of you, Moog. All right. Just
So you-
because of your glorious mullet.
You bypass the several groups of guards, and especially with
Rogar
Triss.
doesn't-
Yeah, yes, Rogar.
Sorry, Rogar doesn't know anything. Notice anything that would. I know he's just passing, walking through, not
Yes.
actively searching, but he wouldn't notice anything that would scream something like that would be something related to Dayu in any way.
No, not on the surface for
Okay.
sure. Now, Triss,
Okay.
Triss' passive perception and investigation is pretty damn high. It's kind of what he does. He kind of, he solves mysteries. And as you're walking by, Triss, you kind of overhear some of the guards talking, and you would hear that they're talking that they found 7 bodies. They all appear they don't all appear to be just sailors. There's a few guards as well, and people are scared. I'm not sure what's going on. They're going to Morag because they think that he can help them organize something, and they are currently in the process of locking down the harbor in case this fugitive tries to flee town. And they've already closed the gates. Luckily, you guys are inside the town already, so the town gates are closed at this moment. They're currently going to be enforcing a witch hunt, one might say, looking for this perpetrator, going from building to building, searching for whoever has done this. And you kind of pick that up as you guys are walking by. And I'm assuming are you going straight to the dock? Are you stopping anywhere?
Does anyone need to stop for anything, or can we just make haste?
I think we're just making haste. I don't think we have much time to
Yeah.
stop.
We don't have
Yeah.
time.
Here is the turning point. as you see straight ahead of you is the Sea Hag. Currently, you do see figures aboard. There is no lights lit on the ship, and as it is very, very chill outside, very cold, for there not to be any kind of light out here to begin with. So the rest of the sailing vessels that are being prepped, would be prepped. Normally they have various lights fixtures and things to give some people some kind of advantage to perform their duties, to help them get around easier. There's nothing on the Sea Hag, as if perhaps somebody is trying to not be seen by those in town doing what they're doing. And as you spot the dock that leads straight to the Hag, which has been repurposed, it's now been fully inducted into the Bittersnout fleet of ships. However, it has been left its cannons and various other things on it. You also see, off to your right, Morag Bittersnout talking to Boars very vehemently, and they are arguing back and forth. And as you guys approach, everybody kind of locks eyes. Boars and Morag kind of look towards you guys. You look out, you see Brian staring at you. What choice are you going to make? I wonder. No one.
No.
Silence. Everyone just kind of
Just keep on walking.
there and looks at each other. Mexican
Morning.
standoff.
Yeah.
Gotta do this, and then Boars is just like, and then as you guys walk past and start walking down the dock, you see Morag. Well, Trist, you probably hear him. What the hell? Hey, somebody stop that ship! And he points his hand towards the ship. And you guys are like halfway there. You're like, oh.
Run! It's time to run. Time to
Start
run.
running. All right, everybody starts running. You know, Brian's like, go, go, ah. He's like waving you guys over there. Run
Like
up
do some
the-
crimson eye.
Run up to the plank.
Haste.
Get on. Yeah, everybody gets onto the ship. He quickly tosses the gangplank over the side. He's like, tosses it off, falls into the harbor, and within seconds, the ship is setting off as Morag's running. No, you fool! You fool!
Rogar, when he's on the ship, he's going to take out 100 gold and put it in a pouch and cinch it up, and he's going to toss it towards the dock. That lands on the dock. We'll bring it back.
And he's like, and he just kind of, he looks defeated for a moment, and then you see him looking around, and he looks over towards the Dragon's Hoard, the ship next to him, and get it ready. We're going after him. And as he goes to, he runs over to the next dock as you guys are sailing away. Brian's at the helm. He goes, don't worry. It's not going anywhere. As he continues to just sail. Hard to sail without any sails, one might say. Oh, he's going to kill me. Well, thank you guys for coming. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's do this.
What are we doing?
Well, can you, there's a skeleton crew, just enough people to keep the ship moving, essentially. They mostly appear to be fishermen, no actual merchant sailors that you've seen before. Some of them are like old men. There's a couple younger guys, but mostly this looks like the dredges of Conwich that could be doing any kind of sailing right now. Well, I I did. Last night I unloaded the cannons, so there's no cannons. Just so you know, we need the extra speed. We need to get there as fast as possible. He's coming after us. It's not going to take him long to get those sails working. But yeah, I guess you guys want the full story.
Yeah,
That would
perfect
be-
time now that we're
Let's,
on the
uh,
ship. Let's
helpful.
give us the
We
full
got plenty of
story.
time.
Let's go down in the quarters, captain's quarters, and he kind of.
So,
Oh, go ahead.
are you Captain Brian now? Do we refer to you as Captain Brian?
I've always been Captain Brian.
Well, who's the first mate?
Currently, I don't have one.
Ah, well, I guess one of us becomes first mate. I like to
Sure.
volunteer myself.
All right, Trist, you can be first mate. That sounds great to
Thank
me.
you. Rogar would make a pretty good bosun.
Sure. Why not? Are you good with wood, Rogar?
No.
The job's yours. Perfect.
Oh.
I guess Mo can be our cook.
The boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Velree, quartermaster.
Quartermaster.
Yeah. And then Zune, let's be honest, you're gonna keep morale up, right?
Yes. The entertainment.
Entertainment. Music.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm down for that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
It takes a he really has to nudge into it like, oh, what have I got myself into? Well,
That's what we're thinking too.
It's just everyone. I don't want to scare the rest of the crew. Okay, so come down here for a moment.
While we're going down, I'd like to kind of have a really good look at the other crew members. Because this Dayu character, has Rogar explained what he looks like at all? Do we?
I would say he'd give you a description. Yeah. So why don't you
wanna-
give me a perception test, Zoom?
Just a little bit nervous. It's not broad daylight, right?
No. So you're.
I got a
you're
nat
fine.
20, 25.
Damn. So you see Zoom with a natural 20. Holy shit. You do in fact, as you're looking over the crowd, you're kind of looking around, and there's not many people. Like I said, skeleton crew. On the deck, these are all people you have seen in town. You've never seen them actually working the docks before. Obviously, these are probably people that Brian has scrounged together that did not work for Morag because he couldn't get them to turn on him to steal the ship, because that's what it looks like he's doing. However, with a natural 20, I'll say that Zune, you're going to be the last one to enter into the captain's quarters. There'll be a good reason for that. So as Brian leads the rest of you, and you guys are all intimately familiar with the Sea Hag, as you waged war on this vessel for quite a bit. You go to the captain's quarters. Trist instinctively probably freezes, touching the handle at first from when he almost melted himself. Kind of, oh, it's okay now. And you guys enter inside the former captain's quarters. Brian's inside. All right. There still is the bed was chopped to pieces. There has been a different kind of cot set up in here. There's been a new desk built, and everything is relatively plain, other than the few strange items you saw before. The hidden compartment is just an open hole now. It's not even used for anything. Apparently the mechanism was probably damaged when you guys chopped the desk up into little pieces and used it for a barricade. But, to each his own. As all of you are going inside, Zoom, you are the last one to step inside. And as you go to step inside, you look to your right towards the stairwell. And you see a figure kind of peeking around the corner. It quickly pulls itself back. It appears to be, with a natural 20, it appears to be small. It appears to be a goblin. Dayu was a hobgoblin.
Out of character, I was thinking tuk-tuk. Oh shit. Okay. Well, I don't know this. Like, Well, okay. Well, when we go in,
All right.
did you? Was he the only goblin?
Yes. There are not a ton of goblins in Conwich. Not a lot.
Okay. And I don't recognize this goblin.
No.
I've never seen him before.
Never seen him before. Well,
After we close the door,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, "Who's the goblin? I don't recall seeing him in town."
Zune, I know that we all look the same to you, but we're hobgoblins. We're not goblins.
No. It looked like that little shithead Weevil.
We
I'm
will
sorry.
definitely not
With
be
all
on
due
here.
respect,
He's down.
I don't know. It wasn't.
He's on the ship.
Weevil. It's a goblin. I don't know. It's not you. It's not a hobgoblin. Look, I've just been intimate with a hobgoblin. I think I know what a hobgoblin looks like. All right, intimately.
Okay.
So yeah, no,
All right.
this isn't a hobgoblin.
Sounds good.
Not to brag about it.
Says the hobgoblin over here. All right.
But
Well,
no, there's a little goblin I've never seen outside.
okay. Well,
It's
he's not going anywhere. Well, we'll look for him.
well, people getting murdered in town. I mean, do we want a little stowaway that we don't recognize
That's a good
on
point.
our ship? With people who are like, no offense, but these aren't fighters here. So
No, they're definitely not. You're right. Maybe we should just put this off.
I think we should
Let's go look for him.
But don't split the party. This isn't Scooby-Doo. We're not doing that.
It's a big ship. There's not a lot of us.
Groups of 2? Muscle and feather?
Tristan goes with Velree.
Yeah. Rogar will go with Zune.
Yeah, dibs. Shotgun on Rogar.
Okay. Moog, by yourself.
Fucking
Mo
right?
goes with Brian.
Yeah.
Ryan
we'll go-
is going back up to the helm, and he's gathered the crew up top.
Then I guess Moog is going with Brian.
Okay. You're gonna stand up there and watch Moog.
He's a sharpshooter anyway.
Yeah.
Brian's kind of like explaining the situation. I think we got to stow away, guys. It's gonna. We're rest of the crew, the rest of the officers here are gonna go look
That's
for
right.
him and
Oh,
see what
jeez.
they can do. So Velree, Zune, Tristan, Rogar, you go down the flights of stairs down to the bottom floor. You have the 3 doors. You have the 2 doors to the left and right that you know lead to bunk rooms of some kind, and then the door straight in front of you that leads to the gun deck.
Take the left first.
Okay. Velree and Trist together going left.
Yes.
Okay. Rogar, Zune
I guess opposite way, I guess.
going right. Okay. You guys check the 2 bunk rooms left and right. I need a perception test from Velree and Trist, please. Yes. And yes. So, as Velree and Trist open the door, Velree kind of lunges in for a moment, looking around. Don't see anything. Trist, kind of poke your head in there.
You don't have to do that every time we go into a room.
Enjoy. Not gonna
You enter the room, Trist, and there are still the hammocks are kind of set up here. And Trist, you see a small goblin with like a blanket covering them. You see like a foot sticking out.
Mhm.
Because they rolled very poor on their stealth roll, but better than a 6. And you look over there, and they peek out and they look at you and they go,
That's too late. Everybody knows you're here. We told them.
Velree, how, hi guys, man, I've been looking for you, it's good sir, looking for you.
Well,
Do
you
either
found
of us
us.
recognize him?
What was that, Velree?
Do either of us recognize him?
No, I don't think you guys would recognize him. Mm-mm.
Well,
Well,
you found us.
Well, as he makes a very elaborate motion of kind of like massaging his fingers and
I'm gonna yell, "We found him!" to the other two.
yes, you did. And he's looking towards Trist, and Trist, you notice he's missing a ring finger. Gone. Well, I was just told that I should keep an eye on this ship. I was supposed to look out for some cargo apparently, and I saw it was leaving, so I hopped on.
Insight check.
Okay, give me an insight check.
For one.
Shit.
I mean, it sounds plausible. It does
I
sound plausible.
also give an insight check.
Sounds.
Sure,
believe
why
him.
not, Velree?
I know. I'm there too, listening. Oh, it's not good.
It's not good. That sounds plausible, Velree. You know, maybe he is looking out for some kind of cargo. Maybe Morag told him to hop on the ship. Who knows? He did tell you everyone to stop the ship. Yeah, I'm just, my benefactor just really wants me to keep an eye. He said there was something on here that I was supposed to pick up and keep tabs on. And he kind of look like eyes wide, looks at Trist as he does so. Keep tabs on. Just those kinds of things.
Yeah, well, what's your name? Little goblin friend.
They, names are a precarious thing.
Everybody has one.
Yes, they do. And if you want to, how about you just call me Slick?
Well, that's pretty slick.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, well, your story sounds legit to me.
It should, because it's the truth.
Possible truth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll go tell Boris, Morag. Who's on the ship? Brian.
It's Brian.
Brian.
Captain Brian, I believe you said his name was.
Yes, I'm his first mate. I'm the first mate.
Oh, yes. Fine job, sir. Fine job.
Thank you.
I guess I'll. I don't know.
Well, we're gonna go upstairs and go eat. If you want to come upstairs and eat.
Sure. Yeah. Might as well. And
Yeah, there's also an officers meeting.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I can be a part of that.
What's Slick look like?
Slick is a 2.5-foot goblin.
Yes.
Appears to be very slender, like on the slim side. He has a very drab kind of clothing. Nothing very fancy. There's no rings or any kind of jewelry on his person. Give me a investigation check, Trist.
Yes.
Just because you're kind of good at this kind of thing. 17. Okay. You're not that good though.
Damn.
You do see
Bullshit.
You do see on his person, Trish, you do see a slight bulge around his inner thigh, and you kind of look at it and you go, and you look away.
It's not proportioned.
Yeah, he's just like, ooh, that's strange. And he's wearing loose fitting clothing, so it's just kind of a little awkward at first. Then you kind of look up and you do see he does have a small dagger on his hip, a pouch probably full of money, but you don't see anything else really of note on his person.
Now, Slick, I see that dagger there, and from what I recall, this area, you're not supposed to have any weapons on you.
Well, and a man's got to protect himself. I mean,
So, what are you gonna do when these other hops see you with that weapon?
well, usually they don't see him. And he kind of
See it.
he begins to, let's see here.
Prison wallet.
As he says you really don't kind of see him, and he kind of makes a movement with his hand, and the damn thing's gone.
Oh, you must have dropped it somewhere.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's not on me.
Well, in case you're wondering, this here is Velree. She's
That's-
the quartermaster.
Oh, yes. You are quite frightening. I've never
Thank
met a
you.
creature such as you.
Yes, well, I did notice you were staring at my friend Tristan here kind of crazy. I just,
I don't know
Like-
about crazy, but
I'm a
he's.
little wide-eyed at him, I just want to make sure we're cool here.
Oh yeah, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah.
We're cool.
I'm.
Cool.
Yeah. How about we
Yeah,
just
we're
go
cool.
upstairs?
Sharpens her fangs,
Yeah, he's gonna very quickly remove himself from the situation, scampering upstairs.
So we head back upstairs, find wherever Moog went.
Yep, Moog and Brian are just kind of like on the deck, talking. Moog, you get some details. First off,
Yeah.
he tells Brian, informs you that he's glad you came. First off, and that your hair is glorious,
I'm so glad you're here.
and that he what he's got for you is a connection. He said he can get you. He actually has a connection in Zenmouth. Morag, though he's been doing trade with the city for decades, he'd never actually been inside himself. They always meet at a drop-off point. And he's always warned everybody not to actually go into town for some reason. Well, Brian has somebody in town that he smuggles things to. So he's got an inside man. He said he can help you out. He's going to get you in contact with him. He said he found out from his inside guy the last time they talked, which was a few months back. Hopefully everything's okay. That a notable bugbear sailing a ship passed through with a crew of appear to be samurai. One of them wearing some of those kind of wizardly robes. And they sailed further towards the Blighted Isles. Further north, though. Almost into the frigid ways, frigid abyss. I'll give you his name once we're done, but I was going to tell you this is definitely personal. Oh, how long ago did they disappear? It's the same time frame that that everything happened. So essentially, while we're up here, just me and you, I feel like me and you have some kindred spirit here, Mo. You have your family. I used to have mine, apparently. At least that's what I'm told. Morag, he's been a father to me. He has. He's raised me. All I remember is being on his ship. I don't remember anything before it. I was maybe 6 or 7, maybe even younger. I don't know. And he would never tell me all the details. But a few years back, I got a hold of his logs, his older logs, in fact. And I discovered that he made a trip. He made a trip specifically out to a strange place, one might say. He decided he was going to visit the Blighted Isles. He was going to go find the Fallen Grotto. You know about the grotto, right? Your voice is falling on deaf ears, Smoke.
I don't know that I would be familiar.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. Well, I'd say don't go ahead and tell me the story.
Oh, well, it's kind of a fisherman's tale, honestly. It's supposed to be a cave out here somewhere. that if you go to it, you can talk to the siren inside, and that you'll be granted some kind of boons or something like that. It's an old wives' tale, honestly. No one's ever found it. No one's ever been there. As far as I know, at least that's what I thought. But the same day that he has reporting into town with me as his, he chartered a ship and he went out in this direction. There's nothing out here. Even back then. It's the only place he could have gone. I found the maps. I found the charts. I think we're going to go find this grotto.
Do you have any, do you believe the sirens to be there?
Well, if the rumors are true, I would say so.
Say potential treasures there also?
Possibly. I honestly, the legends are kind of vague and not reliable, but...
So, all of this kind of lines up just, surreptitiously for both of us. People I'm interested in happen to go this way, and you need to go this way too. Seems awfully convenient.
It does indeed, and that's one of the reasons
fair.
why I thought of you.
Oh, I see. That's fair.
So, after
and you managed to score yourself a pretty fine crew.
I'm not gonna
along the
lie.
way. I mean, Trist as a first mate, he's top shelf. Rogar as a bosun, hardcore on the discipline. Gonna run a fine type ship here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm probably not a good cook.
That's fine. We brought rations. Well, I did at least.
Good. Rogar is a good hunter, though. We might pull some shit out of the sea.
If we can hunt on the sea, I will be impressed. But yes, I will say, as far as legends are concerned, I know a lot of ships have gone looking for this place. The Blighted Isles. You know about the Blighted Isles, right, Moog?
I've heard tale. Doesn't sound like a really great place to be.
It's the island chain to the east of Draelora, the continent that you're on. It's a haven for monsters and pirates, as far as anybody I've ever talked to does. We usually steer clear of it as much as we can.
Sounds fun.
If these charts are to be believed, we only have a 2-day sail to get to the cove, the grotto. I'm not sure what to expect, but yeah, we'll see what we see.
And how seasoned a sailor is Brian? I guess with a name like Brian, probably pretty good.
He's been sailing apparently his whole life.
There we go.
So he's a very experienced captain, ship's captain at that.
With a fine crew now.
Fine crew.
Yeah.
So, the rest of you approach the deck. All of those things happened. I'm going to say that you guys got to sit in on most of it at this point, because I don't want to do it again. But what would you like to do?
Are there any rats on this ship?
Rats? I'm sure there would be. Mm-hmm.
Could I roll to, like, if it's not too bright out? I can even just be inside something and roll to find it.
Okay. What are we capturing a rat for someone?
Capturing a rat, yeah, maybe.
Why don't you give me a survival roll?
Oh. Let's see. No, there are no rats on this boat.
No, there's
I
nothing
feel like
here.
I should find my own rat, probably.
It's Velree's specialty.
Yeah.
You want to attempt to find a rat, Velree, while everyone's having conversations?
Yeah, I'm not sure when the last time.
Sure.
I really
It's
had
been a while
one.
since you've drank someone.
Yeah,
It's a
there's not
good
like there's
thing
any
Rogar
back.
went with Triss, so you didn't use him as a juice box. 5. You're also
That was a
unable to
natural.
find anything.
That was-
Yes, it was.
No rats on the ship. It's a good ship.
Is the goblin up there?
Yeah, did we also the goblin?
Yes,
Could be.
he's out in the open.
Does he look
Would
familiar to
you-
Rogar?
He does not.
Okay.
Hey, they call me Slick. Apologies for stowing away. Brian kind of looks at him. Well, I guess we just toss him over then. No, oh no, come on now. Let's not be hasty. Let's not be hasty. I can do things. Yeah.
Can you find rats and capture them?
Oh yes, I can do that. Do that
Do you
right
think you
now.
could- Yeah, could you do that right now, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And he
I will
rushes
go with
away.
him. I will
You're
go
gonna
with
go
him.
with
I will
him?
rush away with him.
Go rush away with him. Okay.
I need rats for my bay.
He does, in fact, after some time, he finds a rat. There's one, and he points it out to you, Zune.
Could you capture it?
I don't have any
That's
weapons.
That's different.
Well, I mean, you have hands, right? Could I
I'm
use
not that
persuasion?
fast.
And just
I
like
think you
go
are.
for it.
Hmm? Are you going to Velree?
How exposed to the public am I current? I mean,
Oh,
to
you're
the-
below decks.
Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna go for it.
Like,
You
go
won't
on,
even
fuck
need
out.
to. You won't even need to make it. It's pointed out to you, Velree. He's
Yeah.
like, and he launches across the way, grabs a big meaty rat, squealing.
Mm.
I'm gonna look at Slit and shh. Or Slit, I'm sorry. Shh, shh, shh. It's okay.
Oh dear gods, what's happening?
Shh. Let it happen and it won't happen to you.
Like look over like
Let
what?
it happen.
Oh,
You see nothing.
I see nothing.
Good.
He looks
I
very
like
traumatized by this.
We're all traumatized.
Get used to it.
Well, that horrible image has burst through everyone else's mind. What about Trist, Mogar, and Rogue? You know, what are the guys doing?
Shooting the stuff with
Shooting shit with Brian.
Captain.
Captain Brian's at the wheel. Trying to work it out.
How long
That's
it'll
how that's how he sails.
Sails, kind of like Jack Sparrow, I guess. Yeah.
Bogus standing near the railing, very Captain Morgan-esque with his
Mhm.
crossbow, just looking for seagulls or, sharks to plug.
Now
Okay.
that's port side, and that's the starboard side.
Oh,
That's the bow. That's the stern.
yes.
Yeah. Fore and aft.
All right. I'm glad you guys know your ship parts. That's that could come in handy. Most of the guys here don't know what the hell they're doing. So, let's just
Perfect.
try to get there safely. And at this point, we are going to make a roll. So, who would like to help Brian steer the ship, basically?
Oh, well, I only have land vehicle.
If I steal the ship.
proficiency.
Oh, you do have a vehicle proficiency, though. You wouldn't
Yeah.
be proficient on the water. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
No. I could get a straight roll, though, for trying to help.
Do you have any proficiencies that
navigation
involve
thing?
navigation?
I have a high survival check. I don't do anything. I have calligrapher supplies, so I am a map maker. No, wait. No, no.
That's
I have, like,
cartographer.
Cartography.
I'm not a
Calligraphy
See?
is like fancy
writing.
writing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's why you're the
writing
chef.
that Rogar can't read.
That's why you're the
Moog
chef,
can do,
Moog.
But
So it's
Yeah.
just-
sorry. So Moog sits down and starts writing some fancy letters.
yeah.
I can pretend to know how to steer the ship and just roll
Yeah.
performance.
Oh man.
I mean, it's as
Ooh.
good
No,
a chance as
no.
any of the rest of us.
Ooh.
Like, look at me steering the ship.
is
Woo!
going to be-
Can I just make an intelligence check?
This is going to be a survival roll, is what it's going to be.
Damn it.
Normally, it would be advantage with two people, but since nobody has experience, it's just going to be a straight roll.
Oh, we
What
need
about Brian has
we need
experience?
Brever
I have
to put
Well,
proficiency
he's
in
making up for
survival?
your lack of experience.
Who's rolling?
I don't
Who
know.
has the highest survival? I
have a plus 4
3.
with a plus 4. Okay.
It's you.
All right. Rolling
Yes,
survival.
Roll
Helping
it,
Brian.
He grew up on a river.
Hey, not too
19.
bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Too bad.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot reach.
You're helping look out, Moog. You have good eyes. Very good eyes, Moog. One might say. The sharpshooter eyes. Oh God. and with a few visual cues, you're able to actually point out some small reefs because you're not in the actual depths of the ocean. You're in what is known as the shallows around these blighted isles. It is shallow enough that there might only, at some portions, there might only be maybe 30, 40 feet of water below your ship at certain points. Not much at all for a large sailing vessel like this. Anything could happen. You could easily dash your hull across a reef or who knows what else. And you're able to point out a couple things slightly below the surface, able to see relatively well. The air outside right now, I didn't actually say it. While it is cold, the skies are actually clear. The storm appears to have passed. That was threatening to just bombard Conwich for days, possibly weeks. Are you pulling that damn spyglass out? Is that what's happening? Pull spyglass out, kind of look around. It does help you see far, because that's what it's made for. But you don't see anything outside of just the kind of large blighted isle that you guys are sailing in the direction towards. If you have your big map out, the big Emberfell map, you would see that it is slightly to the like south and west, or south and east of Zinmith is where you guys are going. But you're heading in that direction, sailing. You sail most of the day without any issue. You're able to bunk up. Yes, Zoom?
I would like to play some very siren-friendly music. Maybe very
friendly music.
Positive. Just kind of admiring sirens and how wonderful they are, just in case. It always, it can't hurt.
Siren-friendly music.
Siren-friendly music.
What would be siren-friendly music, Zoom?
They're so beautiful. They're so intelligent. They're so superior. Okay. They're so wonderful.
Does Zoom know what a siren is?
Zune may not, but we will find out.
Yeah, why don't you give me like a history check here? Or an arcana. I'll take either one.
It doesn't matter. Both the same. 20. Dirty 20.
I'll say that you've probably, especially just being in Conwich as long as you have, you've heard some tales of sirens, supposed to be alluring females that call out to the sailors and dash them across the rocks most of the time. Their sensual call, forcing them to do heinous and horrible things to one another. Not a very good omen, one might say, but one that for some reason just has a pull. Yeah, very interesting. So there are plenty of what are those called? The sailing songs, what are they called?
Shanties.
Shanties. There's plenty of shanties that you've probably picked up at this point. You could probably drum up one of those and like an ode to a siren, something like that.
Yeah.
And there's not much of a crew on deck, but some of them kind of, you get working a little bit more. Yeah. People moving about.
Oh yeah. Tristan starts doing a little thing on the deck too.
Oh, God.
Feeling it.
He's feeling it. Tristan's liking the ship for some reason. We don't know why, but he's really into being on the water right now.
It's cold. It's probably windy. It's like his home.
It is. That is true. We'll give you that. It probably is reminiscent of home. As the first day passes, you guys are able to bunk however you please. Do we have anything weird happening?
Are there enough rooms for all of us?
Oh yeah, this ship had a large amount of bunks for all the people you murdered previously.
Okay, I'm gonna put my icy fingers.
The first night we all bunked together and we tell ghost stories.
Oh. I imagine Zune is probably really good at telling ghost stories.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that legit what we're doing?
Sure.
Okay.
The next day. Let's see. It is.
Do we have to take any watches, or is his crew taking watches?
They are currently taking watches.
We trust his crew.
Do you trust him?
No, as first mate,
Mhm.
I will take some type of watch, either the first or the second.
Okay.
As an officer.
Well, give me a perception test then.
It's not good.
Okay. You're taking the second watch, Tris.
Second watch.
You go up.
Graveyard.
You go up. You only need your 4 hours anyway. You kind of get up and you go upstairs, and there is you begin to scale the mast, climb up to the top.
Shit.
That's where you're taking your watch at. And you get to
Solitude.
the top. You get to the top, and you get up there, and the guy that's supposed to be on watch is completely asleep, and he's drunk.
Yes. Damn
He's
it.
just laying there in a heap. You can smell the booze on him as you get to the top. You're like, damn it. You kind of nudge him. He's like, This kind of old man kind of
Yes.
climbs down over the side, and then you take your watch, Trist. The next morning, because you see nothing, Trist, because you fall asleep.
Damn it.
Again, out of boredom, perhaps. Just kind of looking out, and then you just kind of drift. Then you're awake. The sun's on your face. Oh. Kind of look over the side. You see the rest of the crew. Everybody's down there. Brian's down there getting ready for the day. And I need somebody to roll me a d20.
Just anybody?
Anybody.
Okay, here we go.
It's always Dan when I say anybody. Always.
Straight 9 there.
Nice.
Hey, listen, you know what the rule is, Anthony?
What's the rule?
The rule is if you're out at karaoke and you have it and no one goes first, then I will go first, but you all will hear Nickelback. So
Nickelback?
don't
That sounds
leave it
horrible.
up to me to go first. Is all I'm saying.
Sounds absolutely horrible. Okay, so
I'm great at karaoke. Maybe not so much at rolling 9s.
So, strangely enough, as the first light is beginning to come out, let's see here. Let me get perception tests from the crew, from all of you.
I love how we're
Damn
crew
it.
now.
So close to a 20.
Terrible.
21 for Velree, 21 for Rogar, 20 for Zune. Damn, Zune.
I was at disadvantage, so.
I know, two 20s. That's impressive.
Yeah, no good for me.
So Velree, Rogar, and Zune, both of you. The rest of you, not so much. But Velree, Rogar, and Zune, you look over to the side, and there's just a glint, not too far off to the south of where you guys are currently sailing, and it appears to have a sheen almost like metal. Something kind of bobbing in the subtle kind of movement of the ocean, the waves.
Like metal?
It appeared to be metal.
Maybe point that out to Brian.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh.
I've never seen a ship made of metal.
You watch as Zune, as Brian goes down, he kind of opens his like captain's coat, kind of pulls out a spyglass.
Yeah.
I will too.
You
I'll
do
pull out my
too.
little.
Zune pulls it
Cool.
out. And you guys both look out, and Zune, what you would see, especially with the 20, you see more detail. First off, it appears to be some kind of black, maybe steel of some kind. It doesn't look gargantuan. This doesn't look like the size of a sailing vessel. It looks somewhere similar to like a small skiff, maybe. And it it looks like it is at a strange angle, as if perhaps it's resting on a reef.
Do we want to go check that out?
There's lots of weird shit out here, I'll be honest with you. I've seen some strange things, but I mean, we could spare a little time if you want to, or we can keep pressing on and get there sooner.
I'm gonna go back to the party and kind of, hey, there's some weird black metal skiff out in the water. Do you guys want to check it out, or just forget it and keep going?
Go before it's on.
What was that?
We're gone. Continue on.
Continue on.
Continue on.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
Nothing good comes from.
Rogar feels uncomfortable on the ship, just being on the ship this long. A little seasick, you know.
I'm sorry, big guy. It passes eventually, I promise. But oof. We'll we should be there soon. We should be there before nightfall. And we're pressing on.
Pressing on.
Pressing on. As we press forward the rest of the day, you get to what appears to be the end of your journey, at least this far. As up ahead, you begin to get closer and closer to this blighted isle, which honestly, it just looks like an island. Just looks like a landmass. There's nothing strange about it, other than the fact that the sand is black, almost charcoal-like. It's not the white kind of silty brown of the normal beach that any of you have probably been on. The trees look somewhat warped and strange, different colors, more pinkish colors, more purples. Even for this time of year, that's very, very odd. However, the most disconcerting thing is the fact that you see up ahead, there is in fact a cove where some of the ocean comes in, and there's an obvious cove and a cave at the end of the cove. The cave itself looks like almost like a it doesn't look big enough for a ship to sail into, for sure. Maybe a small skiff, maybe a canoe or something could get into it. It's not big at all. There are what appear to be, some kind of decoration around the cave itself from this distance. But before you can get too close to actually inspect any of it, in the kind of harbor area here, you see several masts of ships and prows, as if this is some kind of ship graveyard, as if perhaps a lot of people have come looking for the grotto in the past and have not left. Now, you've seen various ships kind of in the shallows as you've passed by that have just sunk, either pirates or the elements or who knows what. That is not an uncommon sight, but this many gathered together is uncommon. And Brine is very deftly now slowing the ship as best he can with the limited crew that he has. And as you get to the edge of this grotto here, that's where we're going to take our first break.